Have you ever felt like you could give people anything, but could never give yourself anything in return? Have you ever saved a friend from something they would have regretted? Do you feel like all of your problems are just a burden to others? I want you to know that you are not alone. The feeling isn't ideal, and you feel fragile, like being swallowed alive. I want to share a piece of me with all of you, no matter how uncomfortable this is. I feel like a lot of people every day struggle, and we as friends or relatives must not let it go on. It was just a normal Tuesday, like any other, or so I thought. My day was pretty repetitive, as many other days. I just wake up and I go to work. It was just normal. I didn't have a bad day at all. My day actually went rather well, to be honest. I did a really amazing job at work. That day, later that night, I guess, my life would just take a turn, a dark turn for the worst. I decided to start drinking. Nothing too crazy, you know, it's just a Tuesday. I started to feel depressed, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I just, you know, filled up my glass, started drinking, letting loose. Before I knew it, that one drink turned into six. The depression was becoming more and more obvious. And I just got to looking at some pictures of the past, and I just remembered how happy everything used to be. You know, you can't just turn back time, but we have those memories, and those memories are an everlasting lifetime. But when you look back on those memories and wish you could have them back, you can't, because those memories are gone. I mean, the memories are there, but that time is gone. And we must focus today, but it's hard whenever you're feeling down and depressed. So, seeing family members that are no longer with us, this made my emotions turn worse. Then I decided, well, guess what goes with sad pictures? Sad music. So, oh boy, how that really didn't help any problem. Those six drinks just turned into nine. Just didn't even feel like 10 minutes went by. And probably an hour went by, but when you're drinking and you're alone and you're feeling like that, time just goes. So, the suicidal thoughts started coming in. The feeling of not being good enough for others or even myself, letting myself down. I let myself down so many times. How does one come out of that? I was wishing to be with people that were no longer with us. I just wanted to go home. They were home, to a home where we're not allowed to go to yet. Our time isn't now. We can decide our time, but there's other plans for us. We just have to be patient and see what those are. I know it's hard. It is, believe me. I'm still struggling with that concept on a day-to-day basis, but I know if I can get through this, we all can get through this. We are going to be here together. This is the part where I feel like is the most vulnerable moment for me. And a lot of people think it's crazy, but I literally felt like there was a demon inside me. And that demon was growing stronger and stronger with every hard decision, memory I was making. My life was going to come down, and it was coming down real quick. So I decided to take a knife, and I just started cutting myself, just just going. When you're in that state of mind, you can't control it. At that point, it's happening. And I knew that this knife wasn't giving me the results that I wanted. Nothing seemed to be giving me what I wanted. But I knew that I needed something more sharp to get the results I needed. But the demon just kept telling me, you're not going to give up looking for something. You're not going to give up. You're going to find something. It will work. And I just kept thinking in my head, I can't do this. I can't do this. I haven't done this in so long. It's been literally maybe like 11, 12 years since I've last cut myself. And I knew that I would not do this. But that demon outpowered me, and I found a wine bottle opener. And before you know it, I started taking that needle and started slashing at my arm. One by one, I started to see results, and the thought still came to my mind. Why not go for it? Why not kill myself? Who am I going to really... who's going to miss me? You don't think about that stuff in that moment. There's a lot of people that will miss you. Believe me, there is. That moment, you don't see it. You don't feel it. It's dark. You're alone. Everything, every noise, every movement around you, it's gone. It's just you and your thoughts. That inner demon, sadly, was my thoughts. So, why not? Why not try and kill myself? I did one, I did two, three, more and more cuts just on my arm, and I just felt, let's take a break. Maybe if I just let the wound sink in, that pain will just feel like enough. So I sat down, and guess what? Started to drink more of my drink. When I finally came back for a second without the demon, I knew I needed to get help. I knew in my heart, I have to go. I have to get somebody. I need the help. I posted a status on Facebook, and I reached out to a couple of friends. Help me, I'm in need. I really needed help. At this point, the demon got me again, and I turned my service off. My phone just went off. No Facebook, no internet, no phone calls, no text messages, no messenger messages, no more Snapchat, nothing. Nothing. I sent a picture of myself in a very vulnerable state, crying, bleeding, scratched up. Sent that to some friends, and I told them I needed help. Where could they be? They're not here. I was alone. The depression sank in, and that was it. So I get up and take one more cut before I finally put the wine bottle opener away. Now I'm bleeding, sitting there, trying to finish my drink when my roommates come out to check on me. They try to help. My friends, family, told them, hey, something's going on with Dakota, please go check with him. They did. And guess what? The demon got me and said, no, we're not going to have this. We're going to lie. We're going to get them to go away. And the next thing I knew, I wake up in ICU 2.5 days later. I died that night. It's a pretty hard thing to think about, but the demon and I succeeded. I died. I don't know when they brought me back. I don't. I'm assuming in the ambulance. I don't really know. I just know that I died and I have been brought back to life. I was on life support. And I only want to talk about this because a lot of us have issues. And we have issues of wanting to talk about these hard problems. But no matter how hard these problems are, it's not easy no matter how much, we love someone. No matter how much we care about people, we don't feel that way. We care, yes, we love you, yes. But our inner demons just don't let us get the words out in the opening for help. I can cry, and I can cry. But in that fragile state of mind, there's nobody but me and that demon. So my message is for those who feel the way. If you feel the way I did, or you feel worse, I just want you to know your life is beautiful, and it's worth living. So please, I beg of you, open up to someone and let them know what's going on, because each day is a blessing. We can't see it now, but believe me, after losing my life and now getting a second chance at doing this, it's honestly a beautiful life, and we can make it that way. It's just, you have to know you have a lot of people who would miss you if you were to never wake up again. Our lives can get better. It can. I know. That's a hard one to sink in. Let me say it again. Your life can get better. I promise you. I promise. So, we can no longer sit in the dark and hurt other people. How fun is that? How fun is it to sit there with your inner demons? It's not. So, why? Why do we need to go through this alone? People will always tell you they're there for you. We listen to them, we help them with their problems. It's our turn to take the responsibility and get help for ourselves. Use your friends, use your family. They are there. They need you just like you need them. I'm telling you, we are worth more. We are worth more. One more time. We are worth more. Your life is worth living whether you think so or not. If you aren't comfortable talking to someone you know, talk to me. I can be a stranger, a friend, acquaintance, ex-lover, a lover. I don't care. I can be your brother. I'm not your dad, obviously, but I can be here for you. I'm a good listener, but my only ask in return is if you're going to use me, and I don't mean like use me, but if you're going to talk to me about your problems, let's talk about them together. Let me tell you about my problems. And guess what? You'll benefit from it, and I'll benefit from it. I'm still learning how this is working, okay? I'm not saying that this is easy by any means, and believe me, it's not. I am the most uncomfortable person trying to talk to people about my problems. I feel like I'm a burden on them, and they keep telling me it's not true. You know how hard it is to believe something like that? Super, because we all are basically living in it, you know? So, I once read that depression rearranged for a new you comes to be. I pressed on. If you think about it, depression. I was depressed, but guess what? I pressed on. It spells depression. You just rearrange it to make the new you. Your current situation is not your final destination, and I want to thank Wellness Way Rockford for giving me that motivational quote that I'm still trying to learn every day as the life goes on. So I know this wasn't ideal, but I feel, and I still feel, so fragile, like I was being swallowed alive. So just remember, you are important. Your life matters, and we can find happiness. It will take time, it'll take effort, but if you really need it and you really want it, we can get at it together. If you don't have anyone, I'm here. My Facebook Messenger, message me. I'm listening, and I need you to know that.